womp, womp. There we go. Oh my god. Normally I start, like, log on to everything a little early. Ooh, that's a little explode. I don't care. I don't get enough people watching to care. I've stopped having any ambitions of professionalism. Cope. But yeah, I want to adjust this to, like, cover this properly. Boo, 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 boo. Bow. Take that. So, normally I start streaming earlier, and everything's ready, and I'm, like, in the chat in my Discord. Final Fantasy XIV, Saturdays, 2 p.m., always. Rah. And you're not my girlfriend. You're Nalina. No, my Cass, my lovely Cass, has abandoned me today. She decided... Does it say all Nalina's mandatory? All Barb's, yeah. Well, I think it's like all Gabbo's mandatory. Regardless of who you are. Attendance is mandatory. Congratulations, welcome. Yeah. My stream title's a bit of a joke. My girlfriend is moved in, as some may have figured out by now. And she's helped me go out to have fun with friends in places I wouldn't be able to go to otherwise, because wheelchair, turns out real hard to navigate on the city streets. I need it if I'm going to go more than like a block. Oh yeah. Today there was a little march thing, and she went for that, and then a bunch of my friends in the Magic Club are like, hey, do we want to meet up on Saturday and run another cube right during the time that Barb is streaming? And Cass is like, I'm in. And I'm like, sweet. So we're without a Cass. I'm just... Chat, am I cooked? Am I cooked? Is that how the children these days say it? Am I cooked because my girlfriend has friends whom I introduced her to? No, it's good. This is good. This is lovely. This is actually really good. Like, she was quite isolated before, and I'm happy that she has lots of these friends. And we had the, like, the lesser Barb Nalina may potentially not comprehend this, but for those who are like me, older, and have had several relationships, you'll know that you kind of have a couple of honeymoon periods, and they're awesome, and then you, like, need a little space for a bit, and then you, like, settle into your routine. And she's been in just long enough that, like, honeymoon period's over, and we need a break. And I don't mean like a break in relationship. I mean, oh my god, we live together. You're here like 24 hours a day, and I work at home, and you work at home, and we're just in this place together, and then we're going out together, and get the hell out of my hair for the next like 6 hours. Yay. So that's what's going on, and it's actually fine and healthy. And if you ever think that that's not fine and healthy, you need to fix your soul, because, like, while we are tribal beings and we need people around us, we are also occasionally in need of solitude. And in my case, that leads to spending a couple hours doing nanograms on the couch, and then going, oh shit, I forgot to eat, and then eating, and then going, yay, and then going, oh, I ate late, so I have to poop late. Oh no. And then being late for stream, but getting to catch the new solo only, which that boy is struggling. And there's the money it said that I sold. What did I sell? The app on my phone tells me I sell something. The pewter circlet. I'm glad. I hope that Cillin Villain, Cillin Villain, the Chillin Villain, Madame Varnus here enjoys that pewter circlet of maiming. I will enjoy the 20-some thousand gil. Hey, Ura.
Hello. What happened to my egg?
I don't know what happened to your egg. Did it crack?
No, not that one. The other one. I was gonna give an egg to sell, but it disappeared.
Rip egg. I'm not gonna sell that stuff. It's worthless. Actually, I think I'm just gonna sell this stuff because it's worthless. Like, so chunks they just sell for that, and then taffeta. I'll hold on to the taffeta, see if Halabali wants it, but otherwise, I don't care. That was not a great reward day. Ooh, lunar something or other. I like that outfit. It's just the Diadochos jacket offending. Everyone's got cute outfits, and I love them. And for the first time in ages, Sork isn't here for me to mess with when I log in just to check do my retainers. Retainers done, stream only, bye. Over, bye. No.
Aww.
There's some people I think would be glad about that. I still get, like, random people being like, wah, quit. And I'm like, fuck off. And, like, if I went by YouTube numbers, I'd quit. But I get my Twitch numbers, too. And people show up to watch after the fact on Twitch. Thank you. All of you. I have the same username on YouTube. So if you're a VOD watcher and you go to YouTube, please leave me comments. Be like, hi. And I'll be like, yay. So let's see. As is the standard, though, I do need to give the politics update. So what's the politics update? Let's see. So updates on the Visa MasterCard shit. Visa and MasterCard both went, hey, we don't do that. Please stop calling us. We don't restrict your actions. That's all up to the payment processors, which we do oversimplify things a little bit when we call Visa and MasterCard payment processors, because like the real payment processors are things like First Data and a couple others. First Data is the only one that I remember off the top of my head because growing up, my next door neighbor, the dad of that family, was a middle manager at First Data Corporation in Omaha. So, like, a couple times I was hanging out with my friends and he got called in during the summer, and he got called in like to an emergency type thing, and we would all get dragged up to their like secure building up in Omaha and duck walked through and then shoved into a freaking conference room and been told, do not disturb anyone. I will be back when I am done. And it would be like hours and hours of just us sitting in this conference room. And that's why we got into D&D, to be honest, was like we needed something to do. So, and I had like steel dice from my brothers, and we got into rifts and such because we could like wing little maps on the whiteboards in the conference rooms. Because this was like the late 90s, early 2000s. It was, you know, back in the day when you still did everything on whiteboards. And like whiteboards were the fancy technology. Ooh. And we'd do that, and we'd just like play D&D or Rifts or something for a few hours and then get taken home, and we'd get yelled at for using too much stuff at the whiteboard and etc. And then we got older, and That didn't happen anymore. But the update is to get back from Barb's story to the politic. Visa, MasterCard still doing their saying, no, we don't do that. And Valve came out, as reported in PC Gamer, and went, the payment process has explicitly cited the following policy that MasterCard had given them in a meeting when they did their threats. So, actually, yeah, MasterCard, fix your shit. So, if you're not calling, you should be calling. Keep calling. And if you are just now starting, hey, referencing the PC Gamer article might be a great place to start. Be like, I wasn't aware that you had this policy that restricted my ability to buy legal products in the United States.
The audacity.
The audacity. And if that were the end of it, we'd say it's a pretty good week. Alas, it's never the end. 2 bills are back, baby. And a third bill, that's good. And I, once again, because I wing this and I don't, like, prep this, Judge Z, the ultimate legend. I'm not being noticed. Wah. Hurrah. Anyway. Because I'm not prepped, I don't have this here. There's the first is a good bill. Let's start with the good bill. The good bill is a bill to ban payment processors and credit card companies from limiting what you can and cannot buy as long as it's legal. Which is good. I don't think it quite does what it needs to do because Sesta Foster is still going to be there, but you know, it's a step in the right direction. Sesta and Fosta need to be repealed. The motivation, great. The actuality, less so. But the bad, I have the names of the bad, because the bad has to be stopped. Kosa and the Screen Act are back. Kosa is the same Kosa that was there before, the Kids Online Safety Act, which basically means that if a kid sees something that a kid isn't allowed to see under some law on Facebook, then Facebook can get fucking nailed for it. It's just like Sesta Fosta were for like prostitution and sex trafficking, only for just like the arbitrary kids seeing things. It makes the platforms liable. And it is not going to do anything to protect children or to make kids safe online. It's going to require a lot of people to give their IDs and become less safe, including children who will have to be like, yes, I am absolutely a minor. Totally minor. Do not harass or be a weird pedo at me, please. Trust. And then on top of it all, like, the people pushing that, and Screen especially, want motivations to oppress LGBT people. It will end lots of VPNs, too. Let's worry less about that. But yeah, no, that's bad, too. And then Screen is worse, because Screen basically is Kosa on steroids, but it uses a different standard. And it's the standard that Texas has been using, that the Supreme Court gave a thumbs up to block access to kids seeing information about the existence of trans people. Screen would de facto ban any discussions about trans people, queer people, HIV, safe sex, etc. outside of age-gated, assumedly pornographic communities. Like, I think most of these streams would be in violation of screen, and as much as I do like the this sexiness thing, I think for the most part most people would not terribly be offended if they found their teenager watching my stream. It'd be like, what are you doing? Watching a deranged, middle-aged, disabled trans woman ramble about politics. Wah. Not a big deal. Like, I think the worst my stream has ever gotten was when I had gotten rejected again for an orchiectomy because of the hospital having an additional psychiatric evaluation requirement and just being, wow, it's too hard in this country to get castrated. But, like, even then, do you mean to tell me that the idea that some people might want a part of their anatomy removed because they don't like it is supposed to be so distressful to youth that they cannot comprehend, or it's going to be harmed or harm them or excite their prurient interests? Like, to quote my own kids, Mom, that's weird, but you know, yeah, that sucks, and they shouldn't be getting in your way. Like, it is really nothing unless you're some sort of weird pervert. Speaking of weird perverts, Aura, did you know that apparently on Balmung the water can is like used as a pee on you emote?
Huh.
And the malevolence is used as a begging emote?
Huh. Oh no.
This interaction is not approved by MasterCard.
Oh dear. Well, MasterCard doesn't pay for my sub.
MasterCard doesn't pay for my sub. Frick yeah. Alright. So, I don't know. We don't know when Halabali will be here, if Halabali's going to end up getting to be here. We're still without Albric for the foreseeable future. I guess it's time to witness the spectacle.
Oh no, not the spectacle.
In the worlds unsundered, are you ready to go back to the past? Not the future, to the past. Answer is apparently yes. Elpis.
I'm gonna play all the old video games.
Is Back to the Future a video game?
I think one of them is. There's a video game adaptation.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some shovelware there. Yeah. Anyway, hey Vanot. I'm not in my sexy pervert glam today because I don't wanna. How are you? Apparently offering me a hat. At present, the strongest link we have to the final stage is the power of Dynamis, and the Enteleckies which can control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth. Except Hermes, it seems. Thus, I'm inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer and his familiar. On that subject, was there aught else note you could tell me about Median, aside from her unorthodox method of communication? She and her sisters were created to journey to the stars and search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? Outer space. So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unsolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripetia Crystalline, not far from here. Follow the path of the rest. Peri Peri? But Peri Peri, just isn't worth it. It's overpriced. And if I want, like, curry with chicken, I can just, like, go to any of the hole-in-the-wall Indian joints and get more for less, and it's better. Sorry, Britain. Peri Peri. We have one in my town, and it's not very good. Meow.
What's a peri peri?
It's like, I don't even think it's Indian. I think it's like supposed to be like African or something, but it's like a chain chicken joint out of the UK. This tower and one further along are both part of Peripetia Crystalline, the facility where they archive all of Elpis' observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we're here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lessons short and see what these two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak with over the other tower, I'll join you there anon. Alrighty. Nalina, if you're still here, tell us more about Peri Peri. Because you're from Turf Island. Hello, Archivist.
You have questions? Certainly, a moment while I conclude my current appointment. Indeed, so if you could provide a comprehensive log of these behaviors, we would then have sufficient data for our official records. And now, what was it you wished to speak with me about?
I need all the records you have about Dynamis, Entelekes, and Median.
The Chief Overseer's personal research project? I assume you mean Median.
Yeah.
Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I can't tell you exactly when Median appeared. Only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Although I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galeen has shared with me. Oh, Galena is my partner, a fellow researcher here in Elpis. He was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Median heavensward. A host of them. For several days they would speak of the scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. Sounds like a story.
That sounds like a story I'd like to hear.
Huh? Oh, Mistress Vanat, I thought you'd already returned to the surface. Oh, permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal.
Well, pray don't mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favor me a retelling of this sight which so delighted your Galen?
Of course, we could hear it from his lips directly if you prefer.
I am making Galen the most gender fluid of gender fluids.
At present, Faye should be observing a subject in Metabasios Thalassai. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world's oceans, recreated in such sublime detail. I imagine you must find similar joy indulging your boundless curiosity in Mistress Vanat, even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star.
Bitch said kill yourself. And Vinod said, fuck off.
'Tis a rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered for the wisdom you've accumulated during your travels as Asm. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed served as the basis of many techniques still in use today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature with as much enduring passage as you. I dare say there is not a soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you kill yourself.
I will be honored. Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Galeen in person? Mm-hmm.
And allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives. It'll take you to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground.
That would be most helpful. Thank you. I mean, I think it is very important to remember that whenever they say return, they mean suicide.
I've opened the path. Once you pass through the door and walk straight across the next tower and ask for admittance at the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway and you'll find yourself at the entrance to Metabasios Thalasai. Galeen will be eager to share her tale with you, I am sure.
Way. The view is lovely from up here.
It is.
I noticed that there's... Oh, you're viewing a cutscene. Okay. They're not. The tower ahead is still part of Peripetia Crystalline. We'll need to ask for passage through to the upper tier. Let us through, then. Just passing through. Allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there's always an observer or two out on the upper Skyway. Whee! Spin. Mistress Venat. I was not told to expect. Would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there's no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galen, if that would be arranged. Oh yeah, Galen, of course. I'll inform them immediately. But they may be engaged in testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Shall I let her know your business is urgent? Oh, that won't be necessary. The lovely view will keep us occupied till she's ready to receive us. Answers. We've got answers playing.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view. What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
Yeah. As beautiful as ever. More so, even.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
And we will tell about all the places we've gone and the people we've killed.
And all the jumping challenges we couldn't complete.
And the warnings about big burly men. And how they won't reliably show up to be your tank. Just because they have a PhD that they have to defend. SMH.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true, and a presence without. Immense, yet intimate. Fate, perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating. How keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now.
Girl wants to fuck God. Based.
Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful.
Yay.
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong.
Oh, okay.
And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. A moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Wow. The knot with the hard questions. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like a hard one, isn't it?
Out of character, has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile? The journey we call life?
I don't know.
I think it's been pretty good. Mine has been. It sucks sometimes, but I think overall it's good. How about you, chat? Give me emotes in chat if you're still watching. Has life been good? Anyone watching the VOD in the comments, has life been good? Has it been worthwhile? Because I think it has been. For me, at least. How about for Gobo? Is it worthwhile for Gobo? That's a hard question, though. Like, it forces you to weigh all the things that happen good against all the things that happen bad.
Pray forgive my lateness.
Fuck you, Galeen! You gender fluid mess.
At least I like her hair.
My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while
I
to
think that's
settle
the
it
style
down.
I had in Heaven's Sword.
I think it is, too.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
Now, the real question is, do you think it would look good on you IRL?
That's a good question.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up, then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Matea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Excite.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
Wow. Oh, shouldn't get in my thing yet. So, another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what we've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others, which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. As we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter the more likely possibility. Proceeding under that assumption, our next step should be to divine why, or even if he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. First, I need to divine whether this hat is cute. Oh, it's pretty cute. I feel better in a tank glam, though. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes set forth the Metia. If we're fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Glenn said she spotted them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand at that same vantage point, it should not prove difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? I wonder where on Earth Ura might be. It's impossible to know. Whee! Whee! House for Thames Night. Farewell. I do like the paths and the way that they kind of are nestled here. I think that's cute.
Oi.
Oi.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, my dog was licking me in the elbow.
Taco time is important. Aha. I found a vantage point. Do we see an island in the distance? I see several islands in the distance which meet the description. So we start with the one with the tree. Now, if I were conducting research, where would I go? Tree. How about that one? Have you means to fly? 'Tis quite a distance away. I have not yet unlocked all the aether currents. Inconvenient, but hardly insurmountable. To me, Argos. Popper! Again!
Oh.
My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Gobo over to that island? Popper doesn't like me. Stubborn creature. There's no place in this star we have not traveled together, yet he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argos has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. He liked me in the future, though. What, you've ridden him before? Ah, your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing, that. Interesting. 'Tis certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. Demonstrate to him you're capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you'll convince Argos you're worthy of his back. Besides, I might even teach you a thing or two in the bargain. You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember. A memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler out of time? Choose your battlefield.
This memory turns out to be a bad one.
Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I'll await you at the clearing over yonder.
If lost would sting, you better have win.
Right. I have a feeling that this is going to be a moment where we're going to have to dissolve the party. But first, I need to pick what outfit I want to use to beat up past Hydaelyn. And let's see. Ooh, okay. This is our bit. We have this. We can go full Dark Knight. We can go red. Can't do you, can't do you, can't do you. Can't really do you. Can go the White Knight from the future. Can go Lithoglam. Can go nice fancy dress, I like that. Little farm girl. Trans pride pirate. Still have the Dragon Slayer glam. You... I need to replace you because... There. I have Trans Pride Space Pirate. Swimsuit. And I think... it's only right. I don't have any dispelling crystals. No. That's fine.
No.
Let us ride this unicorn and say, "Mwah," as we go on down and we challenge fully glammed Hydaelyn. Ow. Are you ready, Venat? Because my keyboard isn't. It's been misbehaving. I'm sure it'll be fine. Shall we begin? Be warned, I will not go easy on you. Well, let me adjust my computer then so that it is more prepared for the fight. Hello, Venat.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Oh.
My blade sings!
There you go, Venat. Eat my edge.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter. taste.
Okay, my keyboard is not behaving. Oh god! My keyboard is not behaving.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself! We've only just begun. Come at me with your all. Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Oof, come on.